of motion on report on motion on report of Committee on Education and Social Protection on all Jorok and Kipipiri sub-counties, vocational training, centers annual reports and financial statements for the year ended at June 2025. On statement, Peter Kamau Gadongo will be responding to a statement sought by Samari Limui Kayane on status of employment on ECD teachers and disbursement of capitation to ECD centers. On motions on bills, Honorable Speaker will be getting a motion from Edna Bogo Kingori, that is the Chair, Public Service, on Nyandarua County, KISIP to have here reports and financial statements for the period ended 31st December 2025. Today, Honorable Speaker, being a Tuesday at afternoon hours, will be having, the House will be conducting the following business. That is, we'll be getting on papers, we'll be getting the report from Paul Geshawabaide, that is the report on health services on county government of Nyandarua. JM Hospital have a report and the financial statements for the period ended 31st December 2025. We'll also be having another paper which will be tabled Peter Deji Keriga, Chairperson Committee on Special Funds. On Special Funds accounts on emergency fund, annual report and financial statement for the year ended 30 June 2025. Honorable Speaker will also be getting another paper that is from Sakari Jeru Mwangi Jeru, Chairperson Committee on Finance. On county government, Nyandarua receiver of revenue have a report and financial statement for the period ended that was December 2025. On notices of motion, Honorable Speaker will be getting a notice of motion by Peter Deji Keriga on special on special funds accounts and emergency fund annual report and financial statement for the financial year ended that June 2025. Honorable Speaker, on motions and bills, we'll be getting a motion sponsored by Isaac Bae Kamau, that is on climate change fund annual report and financial statement for the financial year ended that June 2025. Tomorrow, being a Wednesday, Honorable Speaker, at 9:30 a.m., we'll be conducting the following business as the Assembly. At 9:30 a.m., Honorable Speaker, we'll start with the tabling of the following paper by Honorable Isaac Bae Kamau, Chairperson Committee on Water, on Nyandarua Climate Change Fund have a report and financial statements for the period ended 31st December 2025. Honorable Speaker, on statements, we'll be getting Jeffrey Kamwana, Chairperson Committee on Implementation, responding to statements sought by James Mwangi Geshuke on status of implementation, on the solution of the Assembly on emergency and disaster preparedness. On motions and bills, Honorable Speaker will be getting a motion which is sponsored by Peter Gadongo Kamau, Chairperson Committee on Education, on Oljok and Kipipiri sub-counties, vocational training centers annual reports and financial statements for the year ended that June 2025. Tomorrow, Honorable Speaker, being a Wednesday at 2:30 p.m., that is the afternoon hours, we shall be conducting the following businesses. That is, and we start with Honorable Zachary Mwangi Jeru, Chairperson Joint Committee on Health Services and Committee on Finance, Economic Planning, ICT and Revenue, responding to a petition to abolish post-mortem and mortuary charges for victims of rape and murder, including femicide. We'll also be having another business, that is the afternoon hours tomorrow. That is a report on Committee on Arts on KSIP 2 quarterly report and financial statement for the period ended that was December 2025 and that was March 2026, being sponsored by John Duogashino, Chairperson Committee on Arts and Physical Planning. Honorable Speaker, on statement, we shall be having Honorable Joseph Kuria-Zuo, Chairperson Committee on Youth, responding to a statement sought by Honorable Jeffrey Waroiro Kamwana on status of land at the Engineer Stadium and works on the pre-field. And lastly, Honorable Speaker, we shall be having the following business, that is on motions and bills. We shall be having Peter Deji Kiriga, Chairperson Committee on Special Funds, moving a motion on report of the Committee on Special Funds on emergency fund annual report and financial statements for the financial year ended 30th June 2025. And Honorable Speaker, I hereby table the said notice paper. Thank you.
Thank you, Leader of Majority Party and member for... Yes, Honorable Mother.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I raise on a concern to the House, yes, because I sought a statement from the Budget and Appropriation concerning the voiding and all the payment that was done last financial year. But it is not sorted. And you know it is very important because our contractors are languishing and with poverty and they are being auctioned. We did maybe humbly request you to consider it, even if you can have a supplementary.
Yes.
The other one, Honorable Speaker, we have another petition from my area,
yeah,
where a certain contractor was paid without executing the job. So my people are pushing me because they met the threshold of a petition. Then it is over 7 days. So kindly consider them.
Yes, Commissioner, I've just received, considering that I was away, I've received those petitions and we are considering them. We can even bring them in through a supplementary. We will be considering them and I'll advise later in the day. I've taken notice of them. They have been forwarded to my office from the office of the clerk. So we'll have a look at them and we'll advise accordingly. Yes. So we proceed. Next order.
Order number 3, messages. Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers. Mr. Speaker, sir, under this order, there are a number of papers to be tabled. The first one by the Honorable Kasana Hussein Dongo, the Chairperson, Committee on Legal Affairs. Okay. Sorry, Mr. Speaker. There are papers to be tabled by the Honorable Leader of Majority Party, the Honorable Elijah Mwanginyaga.
Very well. Leader of the Majority Party, Honorable Elijah Mwanginyaga.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to table the following paper, that is Nyandarua County Assembly Fund Disbursement Schedule, and I hereby table the said document.
The schedule. Yes.
Speaker, I think concurrently I can table the two documents together. That is National Government Budget Implementation Review Report. That is one of the papers, and County Nyandarua Budget Implementation Review Report. And I hereby table the said documents.
Thank you, Leader of the Majority Party. In regard to the County Assembly Fund, equitable share and own source revenue disbursement schedule for the financial year 26-27, the schedule is duly tabled. This disbursement schedule is submitted by the County Treasury pursuant to the amended Public Finance Management Act, that is 2012, which requires the County Treasury to submit a disbursement schedule that they will follow to transfer monies to the County Assembly Fund. As of now, the County Assembly Fund has not received the disbursement of the month of July, and we expect to receive the disbursement for the month of August in the next 4 days. As such, the approval of this disbursement schedule is urgently required to be undertaken. I refer the schedule to the Committee on Budget and Appropriations for the committee to consider the same and table a report in the shortest time possible. Chairperson, due to the urgency of the disbursement, maybe you can advise the House maybe on the earliest possible time. Of course, considering the fact that for July we've not received, and we are expecting August for this.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. As you have said in your statement, is that it is urgent, it is needed. So already know, as our members are aware, the disbursement for July is already been released, and the County Treasury requires to release that money to the County Assembly account. So, Honorable Speaker, the committee is going to sit immediately after this plenary, and we will be presenting that report in the afternoon, so that you can be able to gazette it latest maybe by Friday, so that next week they can be able to disperse that money.
Very well. Thank you, Chair. Clerk, note the sentiments of the Chair. He'll be submitting it in the afternoon. Maybe as such, I direct that we can have a supplementary order paper on the same. I'll equally be advising on the issue of the Commissioner Madu, because I'm sure we need the House business to reconvene on that. But for that one, we give immediate directions. Then on the Controller of Budget, County Government Budget Implementation Review Report for the first 9 months of financial year 2025-2026. The report is duly tabled. I refer the report to the Committee on Budget Appropriations. So once again, Chair, how many days do you need to report back to the House?
Honorable Speaker,
yes.
I think I'm expecting the report of the Controller of Budget by the next 1 month for the end of the year. And I think if you give us 60 days, it will be okay, because I think we require to combine the both reports.
Very well. 60 days as requested are granted. Clerk, note the Chair shall present within 60 days. Then we have the Control of Budget, County Government's Budget Implementation Review Report for the first 9 months of financial year 25-26. And the report is duly tabled, and the same shall be available in the library and the table office for members' perusal. Clerk, next order.
Under the same order, Mr. Speaker, there is a paper to be tabled by the Honorable Kasana Hussein Dongo, the Chairperson, Committee on Legal Affairs, Labour and Intergovernmental Relations and Coordination.
Maybe just a minute. I thought. We can proceed. Yes, Honorable Mbai holding brief for Honorable Kasana.
Yeah, thank you, Honorable Speaker. On behalf of the Chairperson, Legal, I would like to give the Chairperson brief on that matter. Honorable Speaker, the Committee on Legal Affair, Labor, Intergovernmental Relation and Coordination has a responsibility pursuant to Nyandarua County Assembly standing orders in line with the general responsibility or power of the County Assembly to oversight the County Executive and its entity of overseeing the respective department implementation of the budget as approved by the County Assembly. Honorable Speaker, in the line with this, the committee was directed to consider the report on the Office of the County Attorney Annual General Report for the period ended 30th June 2025, where upon scrutiny, the committee observed that there were inconsistencies, including the misinformation that necessitated from further inquiry involving the County Executive Committee member CCM for Finance Committee, Planning, Revenue and ICT in conjunction with the Office of the County Attorney. Honorable Speaker, the committee has considered inviting the County Attorney for a visit meeting to discuss on the matters further with the view of analyzing its report for tabling on the floor of this Honorable House. Arising from the foregoing, the committee hereby seek leave await for the consultative meeting scheduled to take place within the next 2 weeks, with an expectation to report back to the House on the department annual report for financial year 24-25 within the next 15 days thereof. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Very well. Honorable Mbai, the brief is duly given and the leave well explained. So maybe Chairperson, ensure you advise the Chairperson to report within the time as sought. Clerk, next order.
Under the same order, Mr. Speaker, there is a report by Honorable John Thuogashino, the Chairperson, Committee on Lands, Fiscal Planning, Housing and Urban Development.
Very well. Honorable John Thuogashino. Yes, Honorable Ibra.
Honorable Speaker, on behalf of the Chair, we have a brief on this matter. Honorable Speaker, the Committee on Lands, Fiscal Planning, Housing and Urban Development has been considering the annual report and financial statements for Nyandarua County called Kenya Informal Settlement Improvements Project, KISIP 2, for the year ended 30th June 2025. While the committee has held initial sittings on the matter, it has not had adequate opportunity following a short recess to comprehensively scrutinize the document and prepare its report to this Honorable House. In light of the foregoing, Honorable Speaker, the committee respectfully requests an extension of 21 days to enable it to thoroughly examine the report and financial statements and to prepare a detailed and comprehensive report for tabling before this House. Accordingly, Honorable Speaker, sir, I humbly urge the Honorable House to grant the committee the additional time required to finalize its consideration of the said report. Your consideration and support in this regard will be highly appreciated. Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Is signed by the Chairperson, Honorable John Thuogashino.
Very well. The leave is granted as sought, so clerk ensure within the said timeline the chair present the report. Next order.
Under the same order, there is a report by Honorable Peter Kadhongo Kamau, the Chairperson, Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection.
Yes, very well. Honorable Whip.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. On behalf of my chair, Honorable Gadongo, I beg to report of the Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection on Oljororok and Kipipiri Sub-Counties Vocational Training Centers, annual reports and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025. And I table.
Thank you. The report is duly tabled and the same shall be processed as directed by the House Business Committee pursuant to Standing Order 157.5D. Next order.
Order number 6, notices of motion. Under this order, there is a notice of motion by Honorable Peter Gadongo Kamau, the Chairperson, Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection.
Very well, Honorable Whip.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to give notice of the following motion, that this House does adopt the report of the Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection on Oljororok and Kipipiri Sub-Counties Vocational Training Centers, annual reports and financial statements for the year ended 30th June 2025 as a report of the House and the recommendations therein as resolutions of this House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Notice of motion is duly given and the same shall be processed as directed by the House Business Committee, that is pursuant to Standing Order 157.5D. Next order.
Order number 7, statements. Under this order, there is a statement by Honorable Peter Gadongo Kamau, the Chairperson, Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection, in relation to a statement sought by Honorable Samuel Rimui Kayani on the status of employment of ECD teachers and disbursement of capitation to ECD centers.
Very well, Honorable Whip.
Honorable Speaker, in accordance to Nyandarua County Assembly Standing Order number 46, Honorable Rimui Kayani sought a statement from the Chairperson, Committee of Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection relating to the status of employment of ECD teachers and disbursement of the capitation for primary learners. Honorable Speaker, accordingly, the committee held a series of meetings to pursue the concerns raised by the aforestated member of the County Assembly. Consequently, the committee resolved to seek the following information from the CCM responsible for education and vocational training. A complete report on the status of ECD classrooms constructed from the financial year 2022-2023 to date, detailing A, the completed classrooms and their respective wards across the county, the incomplete classrooms, their respective wards across the county and their status of construction and the reasons for incompletion, including all payments thereof, the status of ongoing classrooms and expected timelines for completion, a breakdown of the bill of quantities and the construction of a standard classroom in the county. A detailed report of the operations of all existing ECD centers, including the following: A, the respective locations of all ECD centers, detailing those that operate independently and those that are dependent on their respective local comprehensive school section. B, how much parents pay as school fees to respective ECD centers who receive the school fees and how the said amounts are accounted for, and the amount of funds in capitation provided for each child to actualize free and compulsory basic education as provided for in the Constitution of Kenya, the rate of absorption of the same for the financial year 2022-2023 to financial year 2024-2025, a report on the status of employment of ECD teachers across the county, detailing the following. Teachers employed and on permanent and pensionable basis by the county government and their respective qualifications and their respective ECD centers. Teachers who transited from engagement with the defunct local authorities to permanent and pensionable basis and their respective duty stations, how much they are paid, their job titles, and as per the County Public Service Board. The salaries acquired by the ECD teachers currently employed by the county government, and the number of ECD teachers engaged through respective boards of management of the local comprehensive schools, or the ECD centers. Honorable Speaker, on 24th June 2026, the office of the clerk was seized with the response from the CCM Education, Vocational Training, Culture and Social Protection concerning the issues raised by Honorable Kayani. Honorable Speaker, the committee in the process of compiling the response excuse me, while granted the leave to the House, it shall present the response within 30 days. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Whip. The leave is granted as sought, so clerk ensure the same is presented within the 30 days by the chair. Next order.
Mr. Speaker, we are at order number 8, motions and bills. Mr. Speaker, sir, there is a report. There is a motion by Honorable Edna Dwabugu Kingori, the Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution.
Very well. Honorable Edna Dwabugu Kingori, Chairperson, Committee on Public Service, Administration and Devolution. Any instructions? Yes, Honorable Whip. Yeah. Yes.
On behalf of the Chair Public Service, Honorable Speaker, I beg to seek leave for this report because it has just appeared on my desk and my chair was supposed to be around.
Yes.
We seek leave for 7 days.
Okay.
And maybe read it next week, Tuesday.
Okay, very well. But the report is ready. So, clerk, the leave sort is granted, maybe for the 7 days as they say, so we can have it rescheduled. So, next order.
Mr. Speaker, sir, the business of this sitting as appearing on the order paper has been exhausted.
There being no other business to transact during today's sitting, I now adjourn the House to Tuesday, the 11th day of August, 2026 at 2:30 p.m.